like a fighter, and he won this damn fight. All right. This is a disgrace.
Listen, Teddy, I just grabbed the score sheet from the ring
disgrace
announcer.
here. There should be an investigation. This is what's wrong with boxing. This is what chases our great fans away from this great sport.
Ching! How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. Timothy Bradley-Vargas, Jessie Vargas, possibly for a world title, WBO. Big possibility.
Why? Why possible?
Floyd Mayweather says he's relinquishing the belt.
Yes.
The WBO, then he said he's not relinquishing the belt. The WBO said that he didn't pay the sanctioning fee.
Who didn't?
Mayweather.
Okay, yeah.
And then Mayweather
What
said
a stingy little.
Mayweather said they announced that they announced the fight before he relinquished it. So the WBO is saying the fight is on the line, but apparently Floyd Mayweather is still the champion.
We're gonna make now super champion. Are they gonna do what the WBC doing? Give this super titles.
Okay. In all honesty, this fight doesn't need a belt. Because as far as I'm concerned, Jessie Vargas is not a top-ranked contender apart for the world title. Yes, he's undefeated.
Yes.
Yes, he's a good fighter.
Yes.
Yes, he's talented.
Yes.
But let's be honest, the welterweight division is stacked.
Yes.
Yeah, with the likes of Keith Thurman, Amir Khan,
Loads of people.
Carl Brooks, Sean Porter, Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan,
Marcus Maidana, Devin Alexandra, Carl Brook. There's loads. There's loads.
Yeah.
I think we've gone over a couple of names twice there.
You get my point though, but Jessie Vargas, as good as he is, as tight as he is, I like Jessie Vargas, but let's be fair, it's not a world title fight. So the belt being not on the line has no interest to me.
It doesn't have interest to you. It has interest to Timothy Bradley.
Oh, yes, he does, yeah.
You know what I mean? Timothy Bradley's on that side of welterweights that we just mentioned, where we're not quite sure where he is in this mix here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 3 years ago, top 3, top 4. You said Mayweather, Pacquiao, then you say Timothy Bradley. That's how high it was, and Marquez.
Yeah.
It was that high. There's a young group of guys that have come, and now you almost favour those against him. You know,
yes and no.
Because of his last performances. His last performances haven't been good.
Yeah.
And I think he's in desperate need of just a good performance.
No, yeah, he's good.
When was his last good performance?
He did have a good performance and a clean victory.
Clean victory. No
victory.
issues.
Yeah. Not it was close, not it was a draw.
Not he was getting hurt and he came back. Just a good win.
Okay.
When was a good win? Marquez?
Vodnikov.
No, he probably got destroyed. I mean, I mean a good win where we say no, because even the Vodnikov was a bit controversial.
Okay.
Can't think of his last. Devin Alexander. Can't think of his last good performance.
The reason why I still rate Bradley very, very high as a welterweight, and I understand why you say he might be the B side to some, because he's not a draw. Yeah. And when you look at the way the welterweight landscape is right now, Top Rank doesn't really have no welterweights. Yeah, they've got Timothy Bradley, they've got Pacquiao, and they've got Rios who's masquerading as a welterweight.
Don't know what Rios is anymore.
Yeah, they've got Marquez who's masquerading as a welterweight.
Marquez is masquerading as Ben Johnson.
Yeah, but you get my point, yeah? They're not really welterweights. We went for holiday 3 days, 2 days, and you start doing that already.
Marquez is bigger than me. Marquez is now bigger than me.
When you look at who Bradley's fought,
Oh,
you can't argue with the record.
Can't, it's phenomenal.
You went back and said Devin Alexander, when Devin was undefeated 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how long he's been fighting with the top guys in the division.
Pacquiao was Pacquiao when he fought Pacquiao.
Yeah. So when you look at regardless what you cut it or what you say, in the past 3 years, he's fought Pacquiao twice.
Yes.
He's fought Marquez.
Provodnikov.
He's fought Provodnikov.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me another welterweight in the world in the past 3 years that has fought that type of opposition.
Mayweather.
No, come on, don't time Mayweather. That's not.
You said me.
No, you know what I mean. Mayweather's the champion. He's the champion.
Pacquiao.
Mayweather, he's pound for number 1.
Pacquiao then.
You could Pacquiao fought Bradley, part of the same mix. The part I'm making is all the other guys, the Thurmans, the Porters, the Bradleys, the Amir Khans, the Kell Brooks. Those guys have not fought. Madanas have not fought that much elite opposition in one small bunch.
Maidana might be kind of close.
Maidana might be
looking at his record,
taking the 2 Mayweather fights, but then Mayweather makes everyone higher. Add in the Josito Lopez.
Yeah. Amir Khan. Then again, Amir Khan was at Luck Welter, but you know what I mean, in that kind of mix.
I've covered about 5 years ago.
Yeah. He's done Broner.
Yeah. Madonna's the only one that
even compete with
that type of record, the opposition right now.
Remember what we said though, to be fair, I think to cut you off.
And this is what we were talking about when we talked about a video a few weeks ago about someone has to step up and make a claim for their position. Because you've got the guys like Madonna and Bradley and Pacquiao and Mayweather who's already stamped their claim.
The problem we have, and it's going to get to a stage where I'm going to want to see, and this is, I hate to say this, I think I'm going to want to see every single welterweight signed to Al Heyman. You know why? We're going to get the fights that we do. Yeah. What I see right now, even Bradley must be thinking, I don't know what his contract is, because I think if he got the second Pacquiao fight, he had to sign another 6-year extension, whatever.
And Bob Arum does not let go of those contracts.
We know that already, do you know what I mean? And I think he's in a position where he's looking at who Bob Arum can feed him, and there is absolutely nobody. And he's probably looking on the other side, Al Heyman's side, and thinking, right now he's thinking, I make 145.
Yeah.
If he was to fight Adrian Brody, he'd think, I make 145 like that. Or 144, whatever the weight is. You know, there's fights out there on this side. He's thinking money fights where I need to be on this side. On that side, he's at, this is the kind of fights again. No disrespect, he's getting Diego Chaves, his last fight. Again, risky fight, why take it? It's kind of, and now he's getting Vargas. Yeah. So someone like Bradley, who, I agree with you, is still probably the third best welterweight, really, in terms of recognition, in terms of numbers. But you look at his who he's fighting fighting Chaves, and he's fighting, you look at Amir Khan's fighting, you look at Keith Thurman's fighting next. These guys, he needs to be in that mix badly. Right. I mean, if you're Timothy Bradley right now, you are sitting there and thinking, and as we do, and we'll do it after this video as well, what next? I beat Vargas, even if it is for a world title, it's not. What have you got next for me, Aaron? Like, who next? And on the horizon, you see nobody. There is no one out there, unless they get Mike Alvarado back and say, Alvarado, do you think you can make 147?
Timothy Bradley is praying the WBO belt was on the line.
Yeah.
His mandatory is a Al Heyman guy. And Al Heyman wins the bid.
Yeah.
Because then he gets paid.
One thing that might be next, he was very high. I remember Frankie Gavin said he was very high up on the IBF rankings. Yeah. For Cal Brook.
Yeah.
That's a fight that can be made.
That's a fight that can be made.
I don't think Eddie Hunt will take the fight.
I don't think he'll
take the fight. That's a fight that can be made. And that he might look at that as his only route for big money now.
That is his only route for big money, unless he gets the WBO belt and just goes mandatory against low-level names, but he takes the majority share of the
75% of the paper.
Exactly.
Who's to blame when you have a Bradley who's had huge fights? Both Pacquiao fights were huge. Remember them? They were huge fights. Might not have done creative pay-per-view numbers like they think, but it was huge fights. You've had Vodnikov, again, a big fight of the year for a lot of people. You have the Marquez fight. How can you not be a draw still after 4 or 5 marquee? Even Devin Alexander was remember it was 2 unbeaten guys. How can he still not be a draw? Fight was rubbish. Is that the problem? Because his fights are crap.
No, his fights are good. He provides entertainment. He tries to bang a little bit more, even though he can't bang, but he tries to fight that type of style.
He is a poster boy for muscles don't give you power. Because I don't think anyone's got a better body than Bradley in their boxing. But his punch power is zero.
Okay, I see the problem.
And he tries to swing with him, then he always does that in the wall, like everything, but no power there, homeboy.
The reason why Bradley's not as much of a draw as he should be, because the division he's always been stacked. Yeah. And when you got Mayweather in your division, let's go back to when he was at 140. The name was always Amir Khan. He was never, as good as Bradley is, he's never been the man in the division. Even when he was unified champion and had a couple belts.
The name was still Amir Khan.
Amir Khan was the name. But the point I'm making is that every time he's been around, there's marquee stars. And when you talk about marquee stars, Pacquiao and Mayweather are not even marquee stars. They're international superstars.
Monsters.
So in terms of them, you're third. Then you throw in Amir Khan, who is not an international superstar.
Kind of is now.
But is just under that type of league.
Adrian Broner's come up now.
I'm trying to say. Keith Thurman, within 18 months,
has gone from
being nowhere.
I remember an interview where Malignaggi dissed him in the interview.
Yeah. No, I remember me watching Thurman. We were like, who's this young cat?
Yeah, the dude with the hair.
Yeah,
he thinks he is. He is now the man where everyone thinks will take over.
You get my point, yeah? It's difficult, and I'm trying to say, and I'm not a social media junkie like Addy, but I don't see Tim Peace's name a lot on Twitter.
Does he have a Twitter account?
Someone said previously in an interview that my promoter supposed to promote me and make my name, and that is the way a lot of fighters think. That is backwards. In this generation right now, with social media, you promote yourself.
With minus social media, that statement makes sense. With social media, I'm sorry, you can take a picture of yourself, put up Instagram, 500 likes, start moving. You know what I mean? Even Andre Ward's got on that now. I see he's really gone on Instagram quite well. That's why Adrian Broner's done so well. They're getting on it. Even the young fighters.
Don't get me wrong, Bradley might have a great Twitter account and you might know a lot of people, but like I said, I've seen everyone's Twitter feeds somewhere. I've never seen Bradley's.
Vargas, can he cause many problems? Unbeaten fighters always seem to...
and they have that belief. They have that belief, and Vargas has ability, don't get me wrong, but when you're looking at level opposition and levels, Vargas is behind.
And he's fought at like welter, really, isn't he?
And he's behind Bradley. The problem with this fight here is that, no, not the problem. The thing about this fight here is that Bradley can't punch, as you mentioned. which means Vargas, even being the smaller guy, and he's nowhere close to being as muscular, as ripped as Bradley, he's not gonna be scared of him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be scared of him. He's seen Vargas is not a puncher, but he's seen Bradley dropped. He's seen Bradley hurt.
Yeah.
He knows Bradley had broken ankles. From the Pacquiao fight. He knows Bradley's got all this stuff about him. So he's gonna look at his fight. So guess what? This might be an older fighter, a beaten up fighter, a guy I could take and get my name out there. Like I said, the Mayweather sweepstake is still on.
You know what I've said with Bradley's not got a chance.
No, but you never know.
Bradley hasn't got a chance. Bradley hasn't got a chance.
Madonna never had a chance in the world of getting Mayweather.
He beat Broner.
Then he beat Broner.
Yeah.
Say Jessie Vargas comes up, smacks Bradley around the ring.
Get out of here! What are you talking about?
Let's say, bruv. Let's say.
He hasn't got a chance.
Let's say.
I've got more chance of fighting Mayweather. I've got more chance. And I can't even make 154.
The point I'm making is that he's seen himself as an opportunity.
I think it's an opportunity to get into the mix of the likes of the other fighters around, the Kareem Mayfields, the Broners, get them kind of fights, but Mayweather's a different level. One thing I will say is that every time I think Bradley's going to have an easy night, i.e. Provodnikov, yeah, I didn't know too much about Provodnikov, I get that, and Shavs, he seems not to have an easy night. So as much as I think Bradley's gone.
I know you. I know.
I've said this for a while with you.
But
I think Bradley's gone.
But behind closed doors, me and Ali only talk boxing. We're not my friends no more. We just talk about boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes to my
Don't
house.
talk about life anymore.
We argue.
Yeah.
I kick him out, and he kicks me out of his house, and then we talk boxing some more.
Yeah.
But you hate Bradley.
That's it. That's a good one.
I'm not trying to blow him up, but Ali told me one time a few months ago, Bradley brings nothing to the table.
Absolutely
he's ruined.
Nothing.
He's destroyed. He's ruined.
I think Provodnikov has ended him.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I think he's finished. The Bradley that I saw coming up, even though he got put down hard by Kendall Holt, I remember he just bounced back up and was like,
that was a fight.
Did you hit me? Yeah, that was a great fight. And I thought he had heart.
Yeah.
But the Provodnikov fight, he started to. I don't know if someone, his promoter said, you need to start trading, Bradley. You can't just box these guys. You need to get in there and fight, Bradley. And it's almost like you need to put bums and seats. You're not doing it, Brad. And he's just started to trade wildly as well.
Yeah.
And I think he's a good boxer. I mean, this guy cleaned up the 140 division, which was, I think, at the time, the hottest division in boxing. He cleaned it up, minus Amir Khan. He beat everyone else.
Yeah.
And now he's starting to trade with guys. And I'm thinking, why are you trading? And I just think, Provodnikov beating was so strong, I don't think he's recovered from that beating at all. And I'm predicting an upset here.
It's an upset.
I'm predicting an upset. I think Vargas takes him on points.
I understand your point thinking that Vargas could win, but I definitely don't think Bradley's washed up. In a sense, whereas if you're washed up after a Provodnikov fight, you wouldn't go 12 rounds with Marquez in his new body.
True.
And win.
His new body.
You wouldn't go 12 rounds with Pacquiao, even with a broken shoulder.
See, it's weird that you say Marquez new body, but you never say Pacquiao new body.
Last one I was saying was about steroids, yeah? Because you mentioned it, yeah?
I didn't mention that. I did not say. You said new body. You said new body. For once, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Go on.
Alright. Guys, you know already, yeah? I know a bit about steroids. Never touched steroids, but I've written about it.
There's a hell of a lot. There's a hell of a lot.
I know a lot about everything. Yeah? And Marquez has the telltale signs of a steroid user. I have no proof, personally. Yeah, but he's got telltale signs.
He has, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think acne on the back. When you never had acne on the back, it's a sign.
If anyone wants my article on steroids, email me. I'll send it to you straight away.
Nah, all right. So I've gone for a Vargas upset here. Who do you think?
I'm going for Bradley on experience.
Okay.
I think Bradley's shown enough that yes, he may not be as slick as he thought he was. He's not the power puncher. He might get wild, but he still competes at the highest level right now. And yes, he got the controversial draw, and people say it was either way. Some people had Bradley win that fight 10 rounds to 2.
What fight? Pacquiao?
No, Shabs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, something most people that comfortable. It's just that his face looked bust up.
Yeah.
Early.
So I'm not saying I didn't have it 10 rounds to 2, but some people had it as far as that.
Yeah.
So the draw, is it warranted? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even if I give him the win.
Provodnikov, he should have really outboxed, but he got into a slugfest.
Silly.
I'm trying to say. Yeah. Marquez, a Hall of Famer, new body in his 40s, still won.
Okay.
That tells me Bradley still got something about him, which means if you fight him, Vargas cannot fight and put pressure on like Provodnikov.
No chance.
He can't box like Marquez. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at putting it all together.
The speed of Pacquiao.
Exactly. I'm putting it all together. Bradley's still got enough to give the top guys in the division a run for their money.
All right, there you go, guys. So that's it. Good ending there, Ryan. You kind of summed it up pretty well. So we got Bradley versus Vargas. For possibly a WBO title. Although, for someone like Bradley, I can see why he wouldn't want to fight for a vacant, especially Floyd Mayweather's vacant title. He wants Floyd Mayweather to fight. That's who you think wins. I'm going for Bradley. I still think Bradley, I'm not sure about him. Since the Provodnikov fight, and guys, watch his performances after that Provodnikov fight, it's a different Bradley from the guy that was fighting at 140. I'm not sure if he's thinking, I'm at 147 now, I've got to start punching harder. If you haven't got the punch, you haven't got the punch.
Yeah.
Box, and he's not boxing. But then again, he might step up. This is levels, and Vargas is nowhere near the level of what Bradley's fought for the last 10, 15 fights. There's that much, but who knows? Styles make fights. Vargas is unbeaten. I'm going Vargas, close. Ryan's going Bradley, wide, close. Points?
Typical Bradley fight.
So, points.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Not a knockout. Leave your comments below, email, tweet, subscribe, the usual. And thanks for watching another edition of Boxtalk. Cheers.